Good morning. Hi, Katie. Good morning, everyone. We're going to work on food bowls today. Hey, good morning. Yay. We are working on superfood bowls today. I'm so excited. Back with my peeps. It's a beautiful winter day. Snow on the ground. I'm excited. How's everyone? So excited. We're going to wait a couple minutes so we get everybody on board. We have a lot of cooking to do. I hope you guys are settled in, cozy, not having to move this morning. Good morning. I'm so excited that you're all here already. Gonna move a little fast. I have a bunch of... Good morning, Christina. Was that you that made that carrot yam soup? Is that you? Someone, oh, did you love it? It's great soup. So good. I know, it's so good. It's so healthy for you too. It's so healthy for you too. I know that soup, we eat that a lot in the kitchen. So internet going in and out, but here to support. Awesome, Katie. Today I have, if you can see, behind me is a whole counter of all kinds of foods because I want to make a bunch of different foods with you guys. Got my real salt. That is the best salt. I love eating delicious food and not getting that yucky bloated feeling. It's so true, isn't it? And you know, what I find a lot is sometimes when I make all this good food and you guys are inspiring me because I feel like I'm eating so much better right now, just cooking for you guys. But I notice that, you know, sometimes I'll look at food and I'm like, I don't want to eat that. I'd rather eat, you know, whatever, junk. And then I'm like, oh my God. But then when you taste what you make or that clean food, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so good, so much better. It tastes so much better. So this morning, I wanted to show you how to make superfood bowls because you see them all the time. I mean, yes, people do them with fruits and a lot of like acai and stuff, and those are good, but they're full of sugar. Whether you make them fresh or from like those mixes, which I think are not very good. But I wanted to show you savory superfood bowls. So I want to show you first. Let me take you over to the counter. I bought a bunch of different foods today, and I spent about, I want to be honest, like $109. But the amount of food that I'm going to make with this amount of food is crazy. Everything's certified organic. I did have some stuff in my cupboard, but vegetables and produce. So I'm going to show you all the different foods that I have here, and then we're going to start. So superfood bowls comprise of, I'm going to say, let me say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made a few little notes for you guys. So you need a good dressing because that's important, right? And then you want to have some type of grain. Maybe it's rice or quinoa or millet. Then you have then a bean or a bean. Chickpea, black beans usually lend themselves. Every time I do a live with you guys, the sun is hitting my face. And then some type of protein. Today we're gonna cook some eggs, a piece of salmon, which for me, this piece of salmon is about, I wanna say, hold on, I wanna take the weight out of the garbage. Do I have that? Oh no, it's over here. Oh yeah, here it is. So the weight on this is a half a pound. So 8 ounces, you could get maybe 3-ounce pieces, or you could do 2-ounce pieces and get 4 servings, but this is a lot in a superfood bowl. You could get, let's say 3 pieces. Let's go from there. That's enough. So right here, part of your meal for a $15 piece of salmon, you know, if you divide that into 3 things, what is that, like $4 or something, right? So we're good. it works out. So you have to sort of, when I give you these recipes, I want you to see $109 gives you a lot of food, and then you're you have to sort of work it out and plan ahead, because you don't have to buy all this at once. I wanted you to see what it looked like. So okay, so you have your protein, then you have some type of vegetable, and usually what really lends itself to superfood bowls, I'll show you. Mushrooms. We're gonna grill lion's mane and portobello, which I think are fabulous. Thank you, Manny. I haven't seen you in a long time. I've been running around. Then you're gonna have broccoli. We have also, we're gonna grill some steak, and we're gonna do bacon in like a taco sort of beef bowl for my meat lovers. And then I love putting squash. I'm gonna show you how to use a delicata squash. These are fabulous and really easy to make. Probably one of my favorite squashes, because you can eat the skin once it's roasted. I also bought some cut up butternut squash. So we're gonna roast that. And then I have beets. We're gonna roast these, or maybe we'll boil one and roast one so you can see both sides. And then we'll steam some broccoli. We have some greens and lettuce. So we have I brought radicchio, endive. I have some microgreens, and some other salads. So I like arugula, baby spinach, and I love microgreens. So we have a lot of different things. And then toppings. You need like your nuts, seeds, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, ground flax, chia. So we have a bunch of things. And then on our Italian bowl today, we're gonna put some figs. Okay, so let's get started. So the first things, and I have some kale. We're gonna use kale, avocado, big, and lots of herbs. So today we're gonna be working with fresh herbs. We have parsley, basil, cilantro. I think I have mint over there. But first, I wanna get all our hot stuff out of the way, because usually on a bowl, I'm also gonna cut this pepper so we have it. I have a little bit of pepper and I wanna use it up. So, hi everyone. Welcome. For all my newbies that are here that have not seen our cooking classes, jump in. I love it. If you have questions, or you have some thoughts or experience with all the kinds of food we're doing. Good morning. I know, isn't this fun? Thank you, Katie. We're gonna make some black bean salad. This is a very bold class I'm doing for you guys today, because there's a lot of components, but I really think when you do this, all the superfoods that we've been talking about for the last 2 months, you're gonna see why we use them all and how to use them all. So this is burdock root. I love burdock, if anybody's ever used it before. Burdock is a superfood, I think. I think it's definitely a superfood. It's high in antioxidants. It's a diuretic. It has quercetin and phenolic acids, and it protects the cells from damage. So it's really good, and you don't need a lot of it, but always great as an enhancement. Like if you just want to shred some on your on a superfood bowl or in a salad. It's kind of earthy and nutty all at the same time, and it's actually really wonderful. It's a great little root. If you can get your hands on it, it's a fabulous root to add to your bowls. All right, so we are gonna roast. Let's talk about my fave here. Let me get my cleaver out. You don't really need a cleaver, or you can use a sharp knife or a cleaver, doesn't matter. I like the cleaver because I get a cleaner cut. So I'm just taking the ends off. Now remember, all of our produce is organic. My brown, okay, good. All our produce is organic, and these, I think, delicata squash are kind of getting a really good sort of play lately. People know about them, and they're so good, and so I'm good. Thank you for following me. Yay. All right, so you know, and also when you get the seeds, it's always fun to dry them out and plant them in your garden the next year. So you don't need, I mean, you get a lot of winter squash. And I know in the Northeast where I am, winter squash grow really well. You know, it's a native plant, so it's kind of fun to grow them. And then they last a really long time. So those gardeners out there, look at all those beautiful seeds. All right, look how easy that was. And we're not skinning it. We are just, now what I do, I mean, I could use it. I don't have to use this big giant cleaver. I could just use this. It'll work just as well, as long as you have a sharp knife. And then all I'm doing is this. We're gonna toss this in olive oil and a little thyme and garlic and roast them. And then these are gonna make a great topping to our superfood bowls. And you'll see, I mean, really packed with nutrients. And you know, when you, and easy to take to the office if you're working, you know, you have an office that you're working in, you want a place, you know, you want a good meal. With a little bit of work, you can create these bowls and have stuff all week for yourself. Put it in glass containers, and then, you know, every day you kind of mix and match what you want to add to your bowl. And we're gonna do 3 different dressings. So now you have a whole, you know, refrigerator full to your bowl, and we're gonna do 3 different dressings. So now you have a whole, you know, refrigerator full to your bowl, and we're gonna do 3 different dressings. So now you have a whole, you know, refrigerator full of salad. I mean, superfood of salad. I mean, super of salad. I mean, super. I'm gonna use some olive oil. I like the single source olive oils. Olier, I think, is one of my favorites. They're from Chile. I love them. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of this. Let's get out some garlic, and I love some fresh thyme in. I love fresh thyme in with squash. I think it's great, and you don't need a lot. Look, it's so fragrant when it's dry. See that? So 1 squash, that's all you need. Hi, New York gal. I'm gonna put a little bit more. And then some garlic powder. I like garlic powder. I like when I'm sauteing something to use fresh garlic, but when I'm roasting, I feel like I don't want those little like knobby garlic things. I don't like the flavor of that. So this is it. And then, of course, my favorite salt are real salt, which everyone, I know all of our followers are using that. And that's it. So we're gonna just roast this. Let me put this over here. I'm gonna roast this squash right here. Lay down on a pan. So we're gonna have all of these roasted components. This is it. So simple. It's gonna go on a tray. We'll roast it for about 35 minutes. I know my peeps with those timers are gonna be out in full force today, helping me out, because we got a lot to cook. Then with the salmon, so now with the salmon, you could create like an Asian dressing. You could do however you like salmon. For me today, because I want to have it for 3 or 4 different bowls, well, I'll have 4 pieces when I'm done, I'm going to just put a little salt on it. I want the flavor of whatever bowl I put in to have the flavor of the salmon. So I'm not gonna do too much to it, because we're gonna make like a green goddess dressing, and we'll probably make, I don't know, a lemon vinaigrette, and I wanna have the flavors of that with my salmon rather than, you know, have other flavors. Like I don't want an apricot, I don't want cranberry and pecan, but you could do all of those things. We all followed orders and got our real salt. Woohoo! So we're gonna put this in, and we're gonna cook that salmon for about 15 minutes. And my little convection oven over there has a, my little toaster oven has convection, which I love. I love, love, love. I'm gonna put my sweater over here. Okay. Then I want to roast some butternut squash as well, because I think it'll be nice to have some like pieces of butternut on top of our superfood bowl. And once you have all these components, you know, you can just pull from whatever you want. So we're gonna put a little olive oil in there. There's some in the bowl, so I don't need a lot. And for this, I'm just gonna do a little garlic powder and some salt. And remember, when I post the recipes, I'll have amounts for you, so it'll be easy to follow. I love that you guys cooked that soup. Christina made the carrot yam soup, and she showed the picture. Did you see the picture on the Book of Face? Ooh, I love that soup. It's so good. All right, so we just kind of mix that, toss it in here, and then look at this. It's so easy. You know, if you're having people, this is gonna be cute. Think about this. Say you invite some friends over for lunch and you don't know what to do. Instead of doing a salad bar, you could do a superfood bowl bar. Create a bunch of different ingredients, and then you have all of these choices for them, and they can make their own superfood bowl. Doesn't that sound fun? I just thought of that in my head. I never did that, but now I want to. So good. I know, it's so good. All right, let's see. What else can we get ready? All right, so you have those proteins. We are going to grill a steak, but I'm going to do that later because it only takes like 9 minutes. But let's set up our mushrooms, and then we'll grill them. When we grill everything later, we'll grill it all. Okay, so this is lion's mane. Lion's mane, cognitive issues, focus issues. I mean, I love that cranberry dressing so much, like dessert. I know, it's so good. Good morning, Lola. Lolo. All right, so I'm just going to I want to just create like big, hearty, chunky pieces. Thank you so much. You guys are going to have so much fun here. All right, so I'm just going to cut these in like 3 chunks, because when we grill them, I want to have these like big sort of meaty type of choice for our superfood bowl. So we could do like a whole mushroom bowl. If you have like udon noodles or soba noodles, you could create them. So fun. All right, let me put this on the side over here. We use these to collect our all of our different things that we're making. All right. So I'm gonna put these on here. All our mushrooms I'm gonna put on a tray so that we can season them, and then, oh, you guys are awesome. Forgive me for not being here on Wednesday morning and Thursday. I was like, oh, I wanted to catch up, and then I realized, oh my God, I forgot about my little Girl Scout event. Well, it wasn't a little event, it was a big event. And we had 140 little girls jumping around. And you know what was so nice about last night? I had 140 girls, and they were jumping around. We gave them no rules. They were all dressed up in like glow stuff. We had music playing. They were so cute. Oh my God. And they just played. We didn't make rules for them. They had all those like glow, thank you for understanding. They had all these like the glow stick rings. They made jump ropes out of them. They made hula hoops. I mean, it was really cute to watch the creativity. Hey, Kim Ye. I know I do need a little downtime, and I'm trying to fit that all in. But yes, I do run at 200% a lot of the time. All right, I have to start taking some herbs for Lyme disease, and I'm afraid that it's gonna knock me out. So I'm trying to wait as long as I can. All right, so I'm just setting up all these mushrooms. Now I'm cleaning the gills out, and the reason why you clean these gills out, all you need is a butter knife, and you just kind of drag it along, and they come out rather easy. But the reason why you take them out is so that it doesn't make your mushroom look super black when you grill it. So we're gonna grill these beautiful mushrooms, and all I do with this is a little olive oil and salt, right? Because mushrooms, you know, I do cook with a lot of different flavors, but really for me, I wanna taste the fruits and vegetables that I'm cooking. Do you clean the mushrooms? Yeah, we can. I mean, you know, these lion's manes, they're pretty clean, right? These are pretty good. And then these are in a pretty good shape too, but this is how you clean a mushroom. Let me show you. I'm gonna grab a paper towel, and I'm gonna get a little bit of water on it, just a little. You don't wanna put them in water for sure, but you just kind of rub them, and you get a little bit of dirt off of them, right? And that's it. I mean, I see this more with like creminis and stuff, and we have creminis here too. I can roast those. We'll roast them so we have a mushroom bowl. You see? So that's it. It takes all that off. And then I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, I got creminis. So these will roast. Let's roast these. We're gonna have all these different vegetables. Now these can be a little dirty. And this is it. You just go like this. Get the kids to do it if you're too busy. But it's good to get all that stuff off. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited that you're all here. We're gonna have fun today. We are making superfood bowls. See? And then it's clean. And it's dirt, for sure. Lots of dirt. Mushrooms grow in dirt. Now these are in really good shape. What I normally do is I check. I will take the little bit, I don't take all the stem off of a cremini, but I'll take like just that little bit. So I use all of it. Is it necessary? Not for roasting, it doesn't matter. And then we're just gonna cut them in half, and if they're bigger than that, where did I put my bowl? And we can use the same bowl because there's still garlic and oil in there and salt. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and then this one to make it look, to make it look the same size. Again, look, I just am trimming a little bit. So just this one I'll cut in 4s. Look at that. Yay. All right. So fun. So we're gonna have roasted mushrooms, grilled mushrooms, and then when we're done, we're just gonna create bowls out of all of this food. And it's gonna go pretty fast. We're gonna go pretty fast. So if anybody's out there that's starting, remember Monday night, we're doing our subscriber cooking class. I have to look at our notes and see what we thought about. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna kick off, I think I'm gonna do 4 different, I'll be in my shop in the morning, but it's gonna be early because I have to work. But I'm gonna do 4 different holiday appetizers so that you guys can see what they look like. And then you have some like cool holiday choices to serve your guests. We only have like one more weekend before Christmas. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. It goes so fast. See, and I'm just taking the mud off, and then they're good to go. Nice and simple. And then we have some roasted mushroom. If you have a good knife, you can cut anything, and it goes so fast. I know, Kim Ye. I'm gonna show you these little savory bites, and they have like caramelized onion on them and some ricotta cheese. Oh my God, they're so good. All right, so these are ready for grilling. We're gonna add the oil and stuff, right? Well, I could do it now. This is all I do. I just kind of drizzle a little bit of oil on these. That's it. And a little salt. The salt's gonna make them draw out a little water in them and give them a little bit sort of watery texture. But that's okay, we like that. And it makes them grill a little quicker. And remember, I think when you are grilling portobello mushrooms, especially for like a dinner party or something, I like to get them done a little bit beforehand because surprisingly, they take a little bit of time, All right, so that's it. I guess we could add a little bit of garlic powder, but I kind of I really want them to taste like whatever the dressing's gonna be. Now here's our mushrooms. I'm a little bit on a garlic fiend, but that's okay. There's gonna be a lot of recipes in this group of recipes, so get ready. And it might take me a little time, but today I'm gonna be setting everything up. All right, now we have our squashes in the oven. We're gonna put our mushroom in. And I think that's all we have. Oh, you know what? We'll put it on the side. We're gonna take about the same time. Let's slice up a beet. Come on. Let's slice up a beet and we'll roast it in the same tray just to save space with our mushrooms. And you can see, so the way that I do The way that I roast beets is in coconut oil. I love that. A little bit of coconut oil. So we're gonna use a different, let me just put these here and I'll show you when we're done because it's outside the camera. All right, let's do a gold beet. So we're gonna take, ooh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I like to roast this in coconut oil. Where's my glass? And again, you know, for me, I like the outside of vegetables. So if I miss a peel, I don't really care too much because it's not a bad thing to have that peel, right? That's where there's a ton of nutrients. All right, there we go. And now I'm gonna do about 1/4 inch thick. This is gonna be delicious. All right, let me see. I think I have, oh, I do. I do. It's a little bit of a big bowl, but that's okay. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna just put a little bit of coconut oil. So this coconut oil is Nativa. It's 100% organic, and it's it's great. It actually has, although it does smell and taste a little bit like coconut oil. If you want to bake, this is a good oil to use to bake with or to roast vegetables in. I like this. I don't use it a lot, but I like the way things turn out. And I'm just gonna salt the beets. They're gonna have a little bit of that coconut oil. Now, if you don't have that, but you have regular coconut oil, you could melt it, toss your vegetables in it, and then go ahead and roast. You don't have to go out and buy that. But that's really, I love that. It's versatile, it's pure, it's certified organic. I love that. Want to do this. I'm putting on a glove so that I can avoid washing my hands 2,000 times today. Okay. Here, so we're gonna put these on the tray. We're gonna roast them a little bit. And then this beet, do you want to roast it or should we? I think we'll just roast it. Or you want to see it boiled? What are you thinking? I kind of want to have a little boiled beet. I love that with like a creamy dressing or something. I don't know. I just kind of love that. So we'll boil this little guy. Let me get him ready. We're gonna put a whole bunch of pots on the stove. And this is fun. This is like, you know, if you have a girlfriend that you love to cook with, or you have a bunch of people, you know, you could all get together and do like a superfood bowl party, and you make all the ingredients, and then you bring a little bit home. Oh, you wanna roast the beet? All right, we'll roast it. So here, I'm gonna cut it in quarters. A little bit more than quarters. Yeah, this is good. So you'll see a different application. So hold on, let me get that bowl back. We'll put a little bit more coconut oil and just a little salt, because remember, nobody's had any questions yet. I'm impressed. You're all watching. All right, here we go. Put those right on there. Okay, so we have this nice little tray. I'm roasting all of these things on here. We have our creminis, and then we have our, this could be like a roasted vegetable bowl. Laser focused, I love it. So here's our beets, and then here's our, these are gold beets, these are, regular beets. You could do a roasted vegetable bowl with quinoa and stuff. That's ready. All right, let's get out that. So we're gonna put our salmon aside. You'll see how fast all of this stuff cooks. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. So quick. All right, I'm gonna put that up there and let him cool. Let me clean this up and we'll continue on our journey of superfood bowls. I don't have Sean here to do the commercial breaks. It's just me. All right. My knives. We have all of our avocados. I'm going to show you what I love to do with the avocados with lemon juice. Ooh, so good. So the basic idea is that you don't want a lot of heavy. Is the roasting time about the same for the beets and the mushrooms? It will be. Mushrooms might get done a little bit sooner, but it's not going to be that bad. And they're cut thin enough that, surprisingly, mushrooms take a while to cook. It's interesting. I've noticed that over the years that, you know, even grilling a mushroom, it takes a little time, you know, to get them to break down a little bit. So yeah, let's see. We'll see. It should be close to the same. We love Sean. I know he'll be there tomorrow. So we have a whole thing we're planning. I think we're going to start it in January. They want to do kitchen stories. They want to tell stories of our kitchen. Thank you for the tapping. That's awesome. I appreciate all the love, for sure. All right. So we have that done. We have our grilling for our mushrooms. Let's get our steak ready. And then we'll go to the stove and cook everything. Because you're going to see how fast we get all these ingredients together, and then it's really up to you how you mix and choose and pick all the different toppings and ingredients. And then I want to make some dressings with you. So a lot of greens, we have a lot of this. Let me see what's in here. Oh, do we want to roast Brussels sprouts? I'm feeling like they don't belong in a superfood bowl. I don't know why. I'm gonna leave them out. I don't know why. Let's cut our red cabbage. I love red cabbage in a superfood bowl. And if you cut it thin enough, like I could shred it in a food processor, but I think I can hand cut it thin enough. And you want it thin enough that it's like a shredded carrot sort of thing. If you can't do this, then stick it in your food processor. It's so easy to do, right? Again, the sharper the knife, the easier it is to get this work done. I gotta pick some knives for you guys to put on your Christmas list on our kitchen essentials page. There you go. So there's another ingredient ready to go for our superfood bowls. Love that. Now, also what I love, and I think I want to put this in our chickpea bowl. I have all different ideas, and really I have nothing planned. We're sort of going to create them together. So this is let me put this over here. I have some burrata we're going to use. You know, let's get our broccoli ready. So I like the broccoli, they call them broccoli crowns, so there's not a lot of stem on them. They're a little more expensive, but you can use more of the vegetable. Yes, please, on the knives. I will. Yeah, I have all my knives out here today. Well, a lot of my favorites. And they're all different. Can you see these? They're sort of all different, and they serve different uses, you know? But they're all wonderful. So we'll do a whole class on that, and I'll put them everywhere so that you can see. But I use Wustorfs and Henkels. I don't use them in the kitchen. I use these sort of what I call throwaways. If you keep these sharp, they do the job just fine, and they're like between $15 and $20 rather than $100 and something. But you got it. These take a little time to sharpen. You need a good sharpener or a service that you can take them to, because otherwise they get dull very quickly. But they're just as good. See, and then we're gonna blanch the broccoli, because again, I'm not putting flavor on it. The idea is that we're gonna make some very flavorful, wonderful dressings that you can just drizzle on the superfood bowls, and then you have these wonderful just compilations of food that are just so healthy and yummy. All right, let's get this here. Let me put this in a bowl. So we're gonna blanch these. The red cabbage we're gonna eat raw. So this is gonna come over here when we're ready. I'm gonna put all of our greens over here. I like a little green salad in a superfood bowl. I don't like a lot, but I do like to have like radicchio and endive and sort of those bitter greens with a little, like we could create a pesto for that, or just a little olive oil and a wedge of lemon just to get it, because I just feel like those bitter greens, right? They help in digestion. It's like all that stuff together just makes a powerful meal. And you'll see when you make one of these and you try it, you're like, oh my God, I get it. You know, and you pack, you know, you only need one meal like this a day, and you're like, what? Or you pack it with your, with the porridge that we made. You start in the morning with that, and then you take a superfood bowl for lunch. Really, at the end of the day, you're going to find that, you know, eating a banana or eating, I don't know, a small salad is going to be enough to support how you're feeling, for sure. Thank you, guys. We're going to have a good time today. All right, so we have that. We have our greens. Now, here's some tomato. I want to show you this little side. I always like to have, like, you're going to have something cooked, right? You always want to have some raw in there as well. So I want to show you this quick. I make this for my daughter all the time. And for those of you who like dairy, I do add a little feta or like a marinated buffalo or goat or like I don't think I do a mozzarella. I like those soft cheeses, especially a feta. You could add that to this. I don't put dairy in my superfood bowls, but well, my Italian ones I will. But, you know, like a burrata, the soft cheeses for me are better. But if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. And I very rarely will use cheese on here unless we're cooking, you know, something special, you know, that has to have it. Like tomorrow I'm going to use cheese in my little savory cups that I want to teach you because they're so good. So look, see, look how nice that is. We have a little chopped tomato, and then I have a cucumber somewhere. Here he is. Again, I'm going to just wash him off a little bit, but I'm not going to take all the skin off because I like having the skin of a vegetable. So I only need about half of this cucumber for this. I'm gonna do a little stripe, just take some of it off. Just like that, simple. And then cut the bud off. And we're just gonna dice him pretty much the same size as, good morning, Joanna. We're making superfood bowls today. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is it. I gave it a little chop, and then we're gonna dice it in like this. Wait, you see, this is such a simple salad. If you're not in the mood for lettuce, this works so well. All right, and then we're gonna add our avocado because who doesn't love an avocado? Don't look, Katie, if you're watching. All right, let's get a spoon. And then we're gonna cut this again, pretty much close to the same size as what we have here. You guys are so quiet today. Good morning, all coming in, I know. Usually you're yapping up a storm with me, but it's keeping me focused because then I get distracted. All right, we're gonna put all of this in here together. Can you see the bowl? Yes. So I'm gonna scoop it out. This is a great little salad. Oh my God, we're so, Madeline, welcome. You're gonna have so much fun here. Welcome to the fun. All right, and then I'm gonna just put all this in our bowl. And this is, you know, you wanna have a little raw component to the bowl, not just lettuce. So you'll see, we're gonna put them all together. Now for this, I like to do lime juice. I don't know why. Let me see, I think I have limes for sure. I found a lemon, we might have to use lemon. Oh, you know what I have? I think I have organic lime juice. I do. Oh. I have a little organic lime juice. If you can get your hands on this lime juice or lemon, it's Italian Volcano. It's usually in like the produce section of a pretty upscale, maybe, grocery store. But if you can find this, it really tastes as good as fresh. I have the lemon. Because we make so much in our kitchen, I have lemon and lime in the kitchen. If I don't have limes, I think I have limes, but I don't see them. So we're gonna use the lime. lime juice today. So this, I just add a little bit of olive oil, some salt, of course, because you know how much I love real salt, and some lime juice. This will keep the, so good. It is so good. I'm just gonna add lime juice just for a little extra flavor. And that will keep the avocado from turning, right? That citric acid in the lime. This is it. You could add, now we could add a fresh herb. Let's add, what do you want to add? Some cilantro. If we were doing like a taco bowl or a Mexican bowl, you could add a little parsley because, you know, herbs are good. We could add, we could add a little basil. But this is gonna be, so now we're gonna have our roasted vegetables. We have this, the lemon juice is so good. We can get it at Costco. Oh, you're kidding me. I have to get to Costco. I always hear fun stuff like that. All right, so this is it, just simple. Now, do you wanna add a little chili powder to this, a little coriander? I mean, you could actually, whatever flavor you're making in your bowl, whether it's Asian or, you know, whatever it is, you could add that herb to mix, right? So you could do a lemon basil. You could add a little ginger in here, grate some ginger. This is where we could put our burdock root. Where did I put my burdock root that we peeled? Oh, he's in here. We could zest a little burdock root or just slice it or send it through the shredder. So you could add that in here. Let's put that in here. That way it's just in, but it's such a great flavor. This is such a great flavor and it's so healthy. It's even like if you were using, what do you call it? Jerusalem artichoke. It's sort of in that vein. I'm just chunking it up. Doesn't matter. Again, you could grate this, you could zest it, you could chop it like I'm doing, you know, and then it's like a little sprinkle on top. I don't roast it, I like it raw. But look, we could just put that in. Hello. Look at that. So when you're chewing, you're gonna get that like raw, nutty flavor. It's also diuretic. Burdock's a really good diuretic if you retain water but I would be careful, just with, your doctor's not gonna know, but let's find out. I'm gonna ask my friend who's a nutritionist, can diabetics or, you know, when you're on those blood pressure medications, can you have burdock? You know, because then is it gonna do anything to, you know, change the way that medicine works? All right, I gotta taste that. The crunch is so good. All right, so now we have this. So we're moving right along. We have our broccoli ready. We have some chopped kale that we're gonna eat raw. Here's our cilantro and parsley. We can add this to our dish if we want. All right, what else? We have our chickpeas. We can get those ready. We're gonna get our beans ready. Hello, 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 hello. All right. So exciting. All right, what do you think in that? I kind of want to do, I think we're going to do a little mix. Let's do a little mix. We're going to do a little basil. Oh my God, this smells so good. A little parsley. I don't know why, but lately I love flat parsley, the Italian parsley, rather than the curly. You know why? I have found over the years that people say because I don't chop my parsley so fine that it's, you know, that it's so small, because I think it needs to be a vegetable. It needs to be a nice, beautiful, like lettuce leaf. So this to me is plenty. And I found that when you work with curly parsley, it's a little harsh, you know, rough, and it gets stuck in people's throat. So this way, when you're eating, you don't have that experience. It kind of glides. So now, look at this beautiful little raw sort of salad dish that you can have if you're not in the mood for salad greens. You just have this. Now, you could add so much to this. You could add beans. You could add salad. You could add, you could add lettuces. You could add chickpeas. You could add quinoa, anything. Right? Kale does the same thing. So it might be best for you to always steam your kale so you don't have that. All right, so this is ready. We have our fish ready. We're gonna grill mushrooms in a minute. Let's get our 2 grains on the fire. All right, what else? We have our burdock. We'll cut more avocados as we go. I'm thinking today for using eggs, I think we're gonna fry an egg, but you could also make a deviled egg. You could make what do you call it? Like a sort of a soft boiled egg, but not too soft, right? You could do it so that when you cut it open and you lay the egg, it's a little hard, but still the inside is kind of nice and it doesn't ooze right away. Those who like that. Or you could just do a hard boiled egg and cut it in half and drop it in your bowl. Any of those things will do. Again, it's what do you love? What do you like to cook with? All right, so I'm gonna bring you over to the stove and we'll cook. I have to bring you on this side because the other side. Oh, let me get our steak ready. So we're gonna grill a steak because people like steak. And this is a New York strip. This company might be easy to find. I'm curious to see. I guess Costco probably has its own brand. I'd have to do a little research and see who's raising the meat for a place like that. But this, I love Thousand Hills. They are not certified organic, but they're regenerative agriculture. Come on, buddy. Open up. They're very affordable. They're super clean, and I believe they are, some of them are yes, they are they non-GMO certified? Let me see. No grain byproducts, awesome. No antibiotics, no grains, no added hormones ever given to our cattle. But do they talk about non-GMO? I think some of theirs say non-GMO, but I don't see that here right now. But look, this little piece of steak, like the salmon, right? This is an 8-ounce piece of steak. So you could really do 2 ounces, 3-ounce pieces. You don't need a lot of steak. Oh, our squash is ready. Look. Look how pretty. Now, you could do these hot, or we can just cool them down and they're gonna go on the, so if you really are in the mood, you could flip these over, get them on the other side, and then they're like crispy. My husband loves them that way. It's the only way he'll eat them, if I make them nice and crispy for him. Look at this. I'm gonna show you this, you're gonna crack up. We were talking about how long does it take for the vegetables to cook. So our mushrooms are still a little hard. Our beets are hard, and these are hard. So we got a few more minutes to go. But we're gonna flip these beets over. They look good though, don't they? These are looking good. Now, if you wanted to move this along a little bit, we could cover this tray, add a little dot of water in here, cover the tray, and keep roasting. I have the oven on about 400 degrees. I don't have my convection going. Look, here's our butternut squash. It's looking good. So pretty. I mean, look at these. Are you guys creating in your brain what you want to eat and what you want to mix your bowls with yet? Jumping on a plane headed to you. Woohoo! New York gal. Are you in New York? I forget. I know you told me, and I don't remember. Look at this. So these are ready. I'm gonna put these in a bowl. Look at all this. Oops, we lost one. Look at how pretty they look. They're a little crispy on one side, not so crispy on the other, but they're great. You're in Charlotte. Oh, we're gonna be passing by there next week. All right, here we go. All right, well, New York gal, when I'm going to be down in February for my daughter. She's at High Point. Let's make a time that we can meet. Maybe I'll come down an extra day and we'll cook together. How fun would that be? Can we do that? I'm totally serious. If you want to, I will come and we'll do a live from wherever you want to come. Find a church kitchen, I don't care, your kitchen, doesn't matter. I would love that. Let's make that plan. You'll be in New York in February? All right, let's do a little side note and talk about that. All right, so here's our steak. What are we gonna do with steak? Again, I just love the salt and garlic. Also, what we could do, so I make, I have a steak sauce that I do, that vegan Worcestershire, and a balsamic, like a really good balsamic that sort of aged where it becomes sweet. And I love doing that on here. The only reason why I'm not going to do that on the steak today is because I want to, I have to grill a bunch of stuff and it requires a lot of cleaning to get past that. So we're going to just salt and garlic this bad boy up. Look how pretty he is. He's a beautiful piece of meat and he's kind of lean. You know, I like the New York strip because you get a little bit of marbling, but you don't get so much fat that you're just eating fat. And what's great about a grass-finished steak is you get the omega-3s and they're so good for you. So it's a better steak option. You know, you don't get that, you don't get yourself in trouble with, you know, a bad steak. I don't know how else to put it, but it's good. All right, so now we have our steak ready to grill. We have our mushrooms ready to grill. And I want to get that started. And I also, let's go look at the table over here. So this is our mess that we're working with here. And then we have our salmon over here. We have our kale. Here's our cabbage. Can you guys see that? We have our little salad. Here's our roasted squash. We're going to steam our, blanch our vegetable. That's a little hot. And then we're going to make some quinoa and some, I don't think we need rice. Let's make some quinoa. I think I have a little bit of quinoa left from the other day. I do. It's just enough. So we're going to make that quinoa. This is hot. Let me get it. Here we go. Oh, I have you guys looking at my floor. All right. Here we go. Can you guys see what's up? I'm a ribeye girl. Oh, yeah. Ribeyes are great. I just, you know, for this kind of recipe, you really want to use a New York strip or a flank steak or a sirloin flap because those are better. There's more meat and less fat, and they slice nicer. And you remember, you know, the ribeye is nice if you're just eating a piece of meat, for sure. But this way, you get a really nice piece of meat that you can grill. New York, yeah, me also. I know, you guys are funny. But you can't, we don't want to use that. We really, for this particular recipe, you really want to have a leaner cut. For those reasons, right? All right, can you guys see what's happening? It's hard for me to say. Oh yeah, you can see. We're gonna move this over, but first we're gonna make some bacon too, just a little bit, because I wanna show you, I just have so much fun stuff to show you. Now, I'm gonna put all these greens over here. We're gonna make an Italian bowl with burrata and steak. I think that's gonna be the way we go. All right, now let's see. All right, so let's make our quinoa. So I have a measuring cup. I do. We really don't need a lot. We're gonna just make a cup, which is gonna cook pretty quick. Honestly, I think we could make a half a cup, but that's what I have. It's almost a cup. So we're gonna do almost 2 cups. Is that gonna just go right away? Let me see. All right. This is 1 cup. A lot of air in our water today. And then we're gonna do just under 2 cups. Because we have just under a cup. Perfect. A little salt. There we go. All right, he's ready. We'll put him back there. And we're gonna grill on this. I have to put this. You guys want a beautiful indoor pan? Let's do a little commercial break. I'm gonna put this on my kitchen essentials page. This is a Le Creuset grill pan. They're a couple $100, but if you want something awesome, especially for the winter, and you don't want to go outside and grill, and you need a good exhaust though on your stove top. But this grill's beautiful. I mean, you can see how seasoned my pan is. I mean, I just use this all the time. It's so awesome. Now I do kind of grill from the back just because, that's you can see it perfectly. All right. I do grill from the back because I want the exhaust to get all of it. I don't want it to go all over the house. So it's going to be a little bit noisy while we grill, but it's just what we're going to have to deal with. All right, and then I'm going to create I just want to put a pan of water here. Let me put this over here. We'll just put it. All right, we're heating up our grill. I want to put a pot of water on because we're going to blanch our broccoli. I think that's the only thing we're blanching today. I'm not a big carrot girl for superfood bowls, but if you like carrots, you could actually shred them. If I was gonna put carrots in a bowl, I would shred them in a superfood bowl. All right, so that's up. So we're gonna blanch our broccoli. Look, we're actually almost done with all of our ingredients. We're almost ready to go. All right, so the first thing, obviously, we're going to grill the steak last because. Hi guys, thank you for following me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are gonna be so happy to be here. So, first things first, we're gonna spray the pan a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna just use a little olive oil on the pan. Is it necessary? Not really, because it's, it's sort of like a cast iron, but I just do it just to be sure. All right? And then I'm gonna take a paper towel and because I don't have a brush, my brush died and I haven't gotten another one, so I'm just using a paper towel to just get that in there. And then as soon as that feels super hot, we're gonna put our mushrooms on here. We're gonna grill them first and then we'll finish with grilling the steak. All right, I'm checking our squash are looking good, our beets are looking good. Let me take out and show you. Oops. All right, ooh, I can hear them sizzling. Do you hear that? Can you hear that? Our beets are ready. I like them with a little bite on them. Oh yeah, these are ready. Look, everything kind of got done at the same time. Isn't that pretty? So our beets and stuff are ready. I'll lay that here. And then look, here's our butternuts. They're getting a little toasty. I think they're pretty good. Oh, they're ready. I like to have a little bite. I don't want it mushy. Right? Last thing we want to do, because you're going to eat most of this cold, so the last thing you want to do is have mushy roasted veggies to the point where they're so dead that they don't need to be cooked anymore. I'm not into that. All right, I don't think we need our stove anymore, so I'm going to shut it off. And then here we go. We're going to start with our mushrooms this way. Oh yeah, you can hear the sizzle. And then I'm gonna lay this on top because as they grill, the weight of that is gonna bring it down. So we're gonna grill them. It's gonna take a good 5 minutes. It's gonna take a good 5 minutes to grill that. When we bring that to a boil, we're gonna steam our broccoli. Then all we have left is the steak and the mushroom, and we can build our bowls. So I'm gonna bring you back over here, and we're going to make some dressings, because that's going to be super fun. I want to show you, and I hope that I have it right here. Oh yeah, I do. Let me see, do I have I do. I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Let's come back over here. While that's grilling, I can move you guys around. Love, love, love beets. Me too. I love beets. All right. Let's see. I'm going to add these. Now, are you guys getting I'm actually thinking I want to have all my girlfriends here and do a superfood, instead of a salad bar, do a superfood bowl salad, even with catering. I'm sharing my secrets. Look at all these different things we have here. Oops, lost one. So I want to put these all on a plate so later when we're building our bowl, we have everything together. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for gifts. Thank you for all of that. I know you guys are very quiet today. I've never roasted beets. So they come out sweet. Yes, they do come out sweet. And remember, like, I know there's certain times of the year where you're not going to get, you know, because they grow in the Northeast. I've noticed, because I cook them every single day, we cook beets in our kitchen. They are very, very popular. I noticed that there's a couple of times a year where our beets are very bitter. And people tend to put honey and stuff. I don't like that. So do you make broccoli rabe? I'm never quiet. I love broccoli rabe and I love escarole. I like both. Both. I mean, I like any sauteed greens, pretty much. Anything. Did you guys make the stuffed collard rolls yet? Do you know I ate one or two every day, all week. They were so good. All right, look at this plate. I mean, come on. That is so pretty. All right, so I'm gonna put these over here with the rest of our stuff we're collecting. Our quinoa's cooking. Oh, look, let me show you the mushrooms so that you can see what we're up to. So now I'm gonna give this a turn over because I can see, you see the edge of it's getting a little mushy, so we're gonna turn it over and we're gonna shrink these a little bit more. All right, now let's talk about dressings. The first one I want to do with you is like a vegan green goddess. I know, so pretty, right? Welcome, Doodle. Thank you for following us. We are having some fun. It was off for a few days, and then if you join and become a subscriber, Monday nights are subscriber only. I hired someone to actually get the videos small enough so that I can post them in the subscriber area. I'm waiting for it to come back, and as soon as it does, I will post it. And then we just have to figure out, I'm thinking for my subscribers, wow, that's awesome. Get me your email address. If you want to, my email is chefliz@theorganicfoodmovement.com. Maybe Renee or Katie or New York Gal, New York Gal, can you guys pin my email address? And if you are a subscriber, send me your email that way, and I will start sending recipes to you. That'll work, right? All right. Mushrooms are doing very nicely now. All right. So I think that'll work. Yes, that sounds great, right? I'm trying to figure out a way, and that's just the best way I can think of. I don't know any other way to get you recipes. It's becoming stressful for me, and I don't want it to be stressful for you guys, and I want to be able to give you what I promised. Okay, so now we're gonna add avocado to this. You're gonna get this recipe. So this is gonna be, I think you need okay, you sent yours? All right, perfect. Yeah, if you guys can pin my email address, and then anybody that's a subscriber, send me your email, and I will make sure your tagline is the same as in terms of like, identify yourself as your TikTok person so that I can connect you so I know who's who, if you don't mind. And then I can send you recipes. Make it nice and easy. All right. So now, green goddess dressing. What we're gonna do, green goddess dressing really makes it, because it's makes it delicious because it's it's got a fat content. But I want to do it vegan so everybody can use this. You can use this with steak, or you can use it on a regular salad or grilled chicken or vegetables, so everybody has the same recipe. I'm gonna put that in there. I hope this works in this little machine. And then I'm gonna add some lime juice garlic, and here's where we're gonna use a little fresh garlic. I'm gonna put it in here. Fresh garlic. I hope this works. I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. We're gonna work together. I'm gonna add some lime juice because you need that spark. I love this little machine. I'm gonna put this on our kitchen essentials. Sorry, missed it. Where are we sending emails? TikTok Messenger or through email? Thank you. Either way, or you can email me at chefliz@theorganicfoodmovement.com. chefliz@theorganicfoodmovement.com. Just, you know, if your email doesn't connect, like this, look even the same as your TikTok name, just say, hey, I'm TikTok blah 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 subscriber, here's my email, and then I'll connect you and start getting out the recipes. All right, look at this. I want you guys to see how much the mushroom has shrunk. You see? Can you see that? You could get grill marks, it doesn't matter. If you don't get grill marks, it doesn't matter because we're going to slice them anyway, right? The idea too of a superfood bowl is that you can eat them with a fork. You don't need a knife. You can break stuff, put it in your mouth. It's a great lunch if you gotta go to work and you need something simple and healthy and delicious and you're not eating the same crappy sandwich or Italian food or blah, 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 right? Over and over again. So now we're gonna add a little bit of parsley, a little bit, I'm gonna put a little cilantro too, because who cares? I wish I had some mint today, I don't. And I'm gonna throw some basil in there. There's some more. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. All right, here we go. Do I have mint in here? Nope, that's Italian parsley. Oh, our quinoa's finished. I'm taking that off the stove and I'm putting a lid on it. That's a very small lid. Here we go. We're gonna let that steam. Our water's boiling. Let's just go over and blanch our veggies. So when you blanch, that's hot. When you blanch, you're boiling the water and you're gonna set the timer, and then I don't have salt in here, I just have water. I'm just putting my broccoli in. And I'm gonna blanch it for like 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a holiday appetizer class in the morning. I'm gonna teach you like 3 or 4, whatever I can get done in a small amount of time. Maybe I'll show you, ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you my crostinis. I'm gonna give you 3 different crostinis that you can do that are super simple that you can serve for your Christmas or New Year's party. And then I'm gonna show you my savory tarts because they're so damn good. All right, I like these. These are perfect and ready. So what I'm gonna do next is put in my lion's mane mushroom. I like lion's mane. They are super medicinal. They are super yummy and meaty, and they have a wonderful flavor. So now I'm gonna put there we go. And then once these are done, oh my God, you can smell them, they're nutty. I don't know how else to explain that. They just have such a nutty aroma. Okay. All right, now, here we go. Oh, did I put salt in here? I don't think so. Ooh, that smells so good. I'm gonna add a little salt. Let's put a little Dijon mustard in there. We did our garlic, we have our herbs, and we have our lime juice. We might have to add a little bit of water to this, but we'll see. I'm gonna shake it up because this is a small little thing. This is gonna be a little hard, but I just wanted to do this. Oh, that worked. All right. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of water to this blender just to make it easy for us. I'm gonna add the water to the lime juice. There's maybe 2 tablespoons of water in here just to make it flow a little better. If you have a Cuisinart, I just didn't take them out today and I don't want to waste time getting them. If you had a Cuisinart, it would work just as well, you know, a bit easier. I just wanted to do something quick. Oh. All right, I think that should do it. I add a little drop of water, like another 2 tablespoons. There it is. And what's nice, this is nice and creamy. Remember, if there's an issue you're having and you need help creating like a meal plan for yourself, reach out to me because I'm very good at that, and I give you like a nice little 7-day meal plan. I know, I could too. Just dip cucumbers in that. All right, let's go check our lion's mane. Look at how pretty. They look like little mini grilled steaks. They're done. Look at that. Can you see that? They smell nutty and earthy. I'm gonna put these next to this. We're just gonna let them sit 1 more minute. Our broccoli's almost done. Our quinoa's done. I want to show you how we can make some beans. We'll grill some bacon and we'll fry an egg. And then we have everything we need for our bowls. How cool is this? I'm so excited. And that's it. These are ready. So for you mushroom lovers, now we're gonna grill our steak. You ready? I'm gonna put this bad boy on. He takes about 6 minutes on one side and then another 4 on the other. I find when you are eating, we have 1 minute on our broccoli. I find when you are eating steak that is regenerative agriculture or certified organic or grass finished, you have to eat it minimum rare, medium rare or rare. That's our broccoli. Let's go back. The reason why is because I feel like my experience has been that so these are ready. See, and they're bright. If you put the cover on, they won't be bright. But if you leave the cover off, when you're blanching, and I like blanching better because when you steam, you have to leave the basket on. And then they tend to get, what do you call it? Dark in color. And I don't want that. Oh my goodness, can you guys see all of our beautiful vegetables for our bowl? Look at this. Look at how beautiful that looks. Look what we made already. Yes, I can repeat. It's Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com. That's where if you send me your email address, please connect it. Like if New York Gal, if your email address is totally different that I wouldn't know who you are, just connect me so that I know who I'm sending subscriber to. Look at this. It's so rich and creamy. Let's taste it. Yeah. So good. I think I might thin that out a little bit with a tiny bit of water. If I had lime juice, I would use it. But I just want it to be a little thinner so that it pours onto your bowl. Once you put water in a dressing though, you gotta use it pretty quick. My experience has been it really turns quickly. Yeah, this is lovely. All right, that's ready now. All right. Then we're gonna make like a lemon vinaigrette. Oh, look at that. I mean, this is gonna go on any one of our bowls, any one of them. Isn't it beautiful? So excited. Are you guys excited? Are you as excited as I am? All right, let me just rinse this and we'll make a lemon vinaigrette. And I'm also gonna make, I wanna make like an Italian bowl too, and I don't know why, but I feel like it's so yummy. Now, you know what I forgot? I gotta see if I have any more lime juice because I wanted to make a black bean salad with you to put with one of our bowls. Hold on, let me see if I have another way to do that. Well, I have lemon juice, so if we have to, we'll use the lemon. But it would be better with lime juice. But I don't see any lime in my fridge. I don't know where all that lime went to. Hold on, let me check over here. One more place. Ah, I found lime. I found limes. They look like lemons, but they're actually limes. Limes look rounder. All right, we're gonna flip our steak. And we're only gonna cook him for 3 more minutes. All right, so we have this. Here's our goddess. I'm gonna put it in the fridge till it's time. And then we're going to, okay, what else do we need? We have our salad. Oh, I want to show you the other dressings we're going to make on the fly, just because they're easy. Ignore the spaces. That's the only way to pin it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gail. Oh, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. I love that you're on here and we're all engaged and watching and learning to cook. All right, let me have some little mushroom. This is my mushroom coffee. I'm 60 this summer. I just turned 60, and that mushroom coffee, I don't want to say it saved my life, but it definitely gives me the energy I need to do this work. All right, so, okay, so we have a dressing. We're gonna do like a chili lime dressing if this has enough lime in it. Remember, when you want to squeeze citrus, you roll them on your cutting board and that kind of breaks them up a little bit inside. This guy's almost dry. I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of him. He's done. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, he's good. Ooh, ooh, he's beautiful. Let's see if we got the same love in here. I can't even get through this one. Hold on, let's get a cleaver. No, oh, no. He is done. Nope, I don't want to cut myself. He's done. But we have this guy. All right. Our steak is almost finished. Let's look at our black beans. So, if you're not in the mood for a grain and you like beans, there's 2 beans that I would recommend in a superfood bowl. I would use a black bean and a garbanzo. So let's start with the black first. Now, if I'm cooking in a soup, especially with like Eden or Westbury beans, if I was cooking a soup or making a dish where I was cooking the beans, I would leave the liquid. They cook all their eating beans are cooked with wakame, which is a sea vegetable, and the liquid's really good. But because I'm making a salad, I'm going to rinse it. So I'm just going behind you is my sink. That's super messy and crazy. Oh. And I'm just gonna give them a quick rinse. That's it. Make them clean. And I'm throwing them in our bowl. Now, this is our bowl that we had our coconut in, but it doesn't matter. Now, before you do anything, please send your daily heart. Oh, thank you. Before you do anything, I'm salting my bean. Before I add fat, before I add any type of any other ingredient, I want the salt here. Why do I want that? Because when I bite into the bean, I don't want it to have no flavor. I want to use the salt as sort of a flavor enhancer, and I want it at the bottom of my cooking, which is something I talk about all the time with salt. I never want to season something on top, especially if you put fat in food. Once you do that, our steak is ready, so I'm going to take it off. Once you do that, once you add fat to a dish, the salt will never penetrate. It will always stay on top of the food. And that's when you, like if you bite into a potato salad and they salted it after the mayo, then you, all of a sudden, all you're tasting is like fatty mayo, salty mayo. And then when you bite into the potato, there's no flavor. You don't taste the flavor of the salt. I don't like that. So you always want to do that. And yes, be careful if you use the real salt. Oh, did you figure that out, New York Gal? It's very flavorful salt. And if you use a lot, if you notice, I might salt my food a lot, but I am literally using this much at a time. That's where I start. Because if I go any higher, any faster, it could get over salty. It's very rich, very flavorful. It's full of minerals. Okay, so in this dish, this is what I would do with a black bean salad. I would add a little shredded red cabbage. I'd put some red pepper. I'm gonna add cilantro. Again, if you don't like any of these things, don't add them. Doesn't matter, it's what you like. In this too, I'm gonna add a little cayenne pepper to the dressing. What brand of salt do you use? Real salt. Let me show you the cover. And if you go to my Kitchen Essentials page, you will see, this is it. You will see, if you go to Kitchen Essentials, there's a link to get it. If you don't want to get it through that, whatever. You can get it anyway. You could support me doing that, or you could just buy it wherever you see it. But it's great. This is fine salt. I put it in like a little cup and I use it on my kitchen. We also have shakers, but I don't put salt on my table. I only cook with salt. So I have shakers, but we don't really use them here because in my home or at work. Just because we have, of the way that I cook with salt. You don't need it at the end of the cooking. You got it in 2 days? That's awesome. Yeah, isn't it great? It's such a good salt. It's so healthy for you. And then I'm gonna chop up some cilantro. You could add corn to this if you like corn. You could add all kinds of peppers. You could add that the cucumber and tomato and avocado dish. Pretty much anything, right? It's up to you. It's what you love. I'm gonna add some lime juice to this. I barely use salt. Yeah, I mean you don't need a lot. It's gonna last you for a long time, that bag, if you don't use a lot, for sure. All right, and then here we go. So, I mean, this is just something simple that if you're not in the mood for grains and you just want to eat something clean, I'm gonna add a little olive oil to this, and then I'm gonna add a pinch of, can't wait to make this for lunches. Oh gosh, look, I mean, I'm talking, we started about 9:35. It's 10:50. by 11:30 in 2 hours. I mean, yes, I'm gonna have some cleanup. I know I used to not show you guys, but now I know you love seeing the mess that I make. So, I mean, here you could chop up some broccoli and stick it in, but I'll show you when we make the bowls what it looks like. What did I want to put in here? Do you guys remember? Oh, spices. So for this, I want to add a little bit of chili powder and a speck of cayenne. And the reason why is just to create that, oh, here it is. It's just to create some warming for your heart. If you don't have a mess, you're not cooking. Exactly. I used to always laugh at Rachel Ray. Sweetest lady, loved her cooking shows, but she'd always go 30-minute meals, and I'd be like, that's BS. It might take 30 minutes to cook, but who did the prep and who did the cleanup, right? Loved her though. I have to say, her recipes are wonderful. Look, I'm just putting a little bit of cayenne. It's heart healthy. And I'm gonna add just a little speck of chili powder, just for a little fun. Southwestern, yeah, a little bit, right? I mean, you could add corn to this. I mean, I didn't chop those peppers very well, but I just wanted to get something sort of in here as another choice for your superfood bowl. I'm gonna use this, I can't decide, maybe we'll do this with the roasted vegetable and beans, but I kind of want to do the steak bowl first, and I almost want to make that the Italian bowl with burrata. Like that's your one super indulgent bowl. I don't know, we'll see when we get to it. All right, so this is gonna be our bean salad. Look at all this fun. Can you guys see like a fun luncheon for your girlfriends? Or even for baby showers or something different, like, oh, we're gonna have superfood bowls. I mean, what a great idea. I can't believe I use that. Please give me the credit. Look, so now you have this cool kind of bean salad, right? It's simple. You could serve that with the cucumber and onion. Let me just rinse this bowl and we'll make a chickpea one. Now the chickpea, for me, I don't have shredded carrot here. Let me see if I have a quick shredder, because I think I want to put. Oh, I do. Woohoo! I think I want to put a little shredded carrot in this. So once I got a little overzealous. Anyone live in North Carolina? Oh yeah, let's plan a big thing. I will come. I just ordered the salt and mushroom coffee you listed. Oh, you are gonna lose. With that, how do you say it? Mild Oakins? Mild Oakins? What I do with that coffee is I add collagen. Let me see if I have it. Hold on. And I have these, I think I have these listed as well, maybe on the TikTok shop. Oh, it's Mildred. Hi, Mildred. So this is collagen. I think that's why my skin looks so good. Plus, when I turn the soup over, I get steam baths all the time. And then the Laird Superfood creamer. This is made with coconut sugar. I love both of these. And I make that mix. I'll show you. I went to the Container Store and got this super heavy duty, doesn't leach any nonsense, and it's plastic, but I make a mix of my mushroom coffee with this, and I have it all the time. And I probably go through, I don't know, a bag a week, and I love it. All right, coming back. Here we go. Let's make our chickpea one. Did I finish this? Oh, I did. Again, remember what I said. I'm gonna rinse this only because if I was cooking, I would not rinse it. But I am rinsing it. I'm rinsing it so that I don't want that liquidy flavor. And just a quick rinse works. Beautiful. Now, here's a little trick. If you like to make your own hummus, with your chickpea, there's a skin that comes off the chickpea. If you get rid of this skin, that is how you'll have a super creamy hummus. Just a little trick. Hello, goodbye. Just a little trick. Good to know, right? All right, so that's that. Then we're gonna add, let me just grate a carrot in here. These are wonderful carrots. Look, I don't have to wash them. They're super clean, so I'm not gonna take the skin off. Oh, hold on, what do we do first? Salt our beans. Remember, we always wanna salt them first because then it absorbs into the flavor of the bean and brings out that flavor rather than sits on top. Yuck. All right, so I'm just gonna shred some carrot real fast. Super easy. Ooh, let's shred some burdock now that I have this open. Can add some burdock. Remember, superfood, delicious and healthy. Look at that. Now, all right, so with this, I want to add a little bit of red onion, which I think I have in here. I'm going to add a little bit of raw red onion. You could also add this into your black bean salad for sure, if you like. Can't wait for lunch. It's so exciting. Hi, Haley. Hi, Katie. We got to get people to stay around and really enjoy this. Look at this. We're going to chop some parsley. I don't think we need all this onion in here, but I think I'll add this to our black bean. A nice fresh red onion is always crispy and crunchy. Again, if you don't like onions, leave it out. It doesn't matter, right? It never matters. You're cooking for yourself, so that's the most important thing. So now we're gonna add some parsley. Where's my parsley? This is my parsley. Yeah. Put that up there. I like a lot of parsley in this recipe. I don't know why, I just do. And again, I don't chop this. Use what you like. That's it, right? Like, I'm giving you the base recipe. If you don't like carrot, don't eat carrot. If you don't like red peppers, don't put them in. It doesn't, I'm just giving you ideas which will spark you to have ideas. And that's the fun about cooking. In fact, where do I have that book? I also listed a book, and I'm gonna do a video on it and do sort of like a promotion for it, promote it. There's a book on my Kitchen Essentials page. If you really are like the family sort of chef and you love to create dishes and you love to experiment with flavors, there's a wonderful book, and it's on my Kitchen Essentials page, called Culinary Artistry. And what they did is they went around the world and interviewed chefs. And there's 4 sections in that book. I've read the book a bunch of times, but I use that, it's my sort of encyclopedia. If I say to myself, I have whatever, avocado, cucumber, lamb, butternut squash, you can reference every ingredient and then find a cuisine to match it and flavors to match it and create these beautiful dishes that you would have never ever thought about. Hi, Marianne. We are all great. But do you peel the garbanzo beans one by one or what? Oh, when you work with the garbanzo beans, you put them under water, running water, and you kind of pull them up and go like this with your hands, and then all of those skins float to the top. That's not a stupid question, it's an important question. And you pull and you can just toss them right out. It's super easy. I'll show you that one day when we make hummus. So what was I just talking about? Oh, culinary artistry. I love this book. Say I don't know, your husband brought home elk or venison, or you went out and hunted and brought home venison. You can find what pairs with venison, and then you can build on the cuisine. Like, I want to do venison with, I don't know, Russian cuisine, and it will tell you what your base flavors are with Russian, in Russian food. And then you can create that and pair it. This book is not for new people on the scene. It's for people who have who don't need to have a recipe and want to create. Not that you can't get it if you're not like that, but you will find the book a little bit difficult to navigate. But if you are someone who loves to experiment with flavors and is always looking for new ideas and new inspirations, the book is quite beautiful. I wish let me see, should I bring you over to my office? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, let's go. I want to see if I can find the book so you can see it, and I can show you what it looks like. Is it easy for me to find? There's no way I'm finding this book in my crazy room. I'm not even gonna let you see my office because it's a shit show. All right, let's see, we're gonna shut this off. You guys are awesome. All right, so now I want to see if I have roasted peppers, because I like roasted peppers in, oh, bummer, no roasted peppers. Okay, so I'm gonna add raw peppers to this, but really I like roasted peppers in here. But I'm gonna just chop these up and throw them in the salad, just so there's a little bit of color. But roasted red peppers works really well. I'm so bummed. I wish I had another red pepper to roast for you guys, because I was gonna put that in our bowl with our burrata. Bummer. It's okay. So, all right, so we went over some dressing. We did it one dressing, and when we make the bowls, I'll say, oh, I think I'd like to have this dressing, and I'll show it to you and connect them. And then we went over some grains, right, and the beans. So we have 2 bean salads and some quinoa. And then we did our protein. We grilled our steak. We have our egg. We're going to fry an egg over a bowl. And we roasted broccoli. Oh, we don't have yams. Oh, bummer. I forgot to do our yams. Hold on. We can roast those while we're waiting. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining our team. Good morning, Renee. I just want to say something to my wonderful peeps that moderate for me. I didn't even know what that was, and they jumped in and helped me. Remember that day? It was the first Sunday I went live. There was like 30,000 people watching that day, and stuff was coming at me. It seems to have slowed down a little bit. Not sure why, but I don't care. But you guys came to my rescue and really helped me, and you've been there ever since, and I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. I just want to say that. Renee, New York Gal, Sunny Debs, Katie. I love you guys, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And I'm working on like a little gift package of things that I'm going to send you. It's going to come. It might come in the next 6 months, but it's coming. All right, so I'm making these a little thinner just to force them to cook faster so that we have them for our bowls. And again, it's sort of the same thing that we did with the beets and the beets. And thank you. It's sort of the same thing we did with the beets. I'm going to use coconut oil and a little salt. And that's it for this. Because again, whatever the dressing is, like think about it now that you saw that green goddess dressing. Like you don't want to have a lot of other flavors going on in the bowl, because it will we're going to have a ma day at your work. I'm totally in for that. All right, let's get these on the fire. Actually, you know what? I can put them in our toaster oven, because this toaster oven is a rock star. I should post this toaster oven for you guys. I think I got this Black Friday for my kid for college, and she couldn't take it. At first, they said she could have something, I thought. but I was wrong. I have to tell you that this thing, my oven was down for a really long, oh yeah, we're missing Copper. Where is she? She'll be here, I know it. This is a weird time, I think. You know, Saturdays are hard, and if you got young kids, you're running around doing all kinds of crazy. I saw this video of like 40 and overs. I think that's what we're doing. Kind of dig it. I mean, if there's younger people here, I'm all in, you're here. I love it. You're better off than so many. Okay, look, I'm just mixing this up. And we'll throw that in our toaster oven. Because that toaster oven has convection. I'm going to put that on my thing. Ooh, I'm going to create like a video of like a Christmas list for you guys that you can send to, you know, family and friends that you want things off the list. Okay, look, I'm just going to roast these real quick while we're making the rest of our bowls. Done. All right. OMG. Look at this beautiful food. It's okay that you slept in. Renee, you know, I want to tell you, for my West Coast peeps, I was going to go on this morning at like 7 in the morning. And I was like, you know, it's not fair. You guys are always getting gypped. So I was like, all right, let me try 9. And then, because tomorrow I'm going to be on early because of work. I have to go on super early. But I didn't want you guys to get gypped every time. So, and that's why I want to do that later in the afternoon. I'm so sorry about the Thursday night class. I showed you a picture of what I was up to. I didn't miss you guys to lay on my couch. I missed you guys for my 300 Girl Scouts in my community. We do a fundraiser every year, and it's usually a holiday fest, craft fair today. But the leaders were like, we're just, the same kids always show up. And they said, let's do something different. So one of the women that I run the service unit with said, let's do a glow party. So we had 140 girls last night jumping around. Half Liz and all also slept in today, needed it. Yeah, I totally get it, guys. I kind of slept in a little too. I didn't wake up till like 7:30, which is really early, really late for me. Usually I'm up at 5. Okay, so I want to clear all this, and I know, right? It's so fun. Anything with little kids. I just did a whole cooking badge a few weeks ago. Hi, welcome. So we are making superfood bowls, and we've been working all morning. Here's all my wonderful compost. We've been working for an hour, getting all the pieces of our superfood bowls together. And now we're gonna kind of clean up, and we're gonna create the bowls. And I'm gonna show you what they look like. And I had this bright idea. Is it only subscription club? No. It just seems like all of our subscribers are on today. So, Monday nights is our subscriber only night, but you guys as subscribers show up more than anybody else now. So I have to figure out how to get more of us watching. Okay, so now I want to show you everything that we made, and then we're going to make the bowls. But let me finish this chickpea salad. So I salted the chickpea. I rinsed them out of the can. I have parsley, some peppers. I like roasted red pepper. I wasn't on. I spent the time getting all of I had to catch up with recipes and stuff, so I caught up with our recipes. I hired someone to edit the videos so I could get them back to you, meaning I had to cut them into shorter segments to be able to upload them in the subscriber area. So I'm waiting for those videos to come back. And then Thursday night, I didn't have my class because I had to do a Girl Scout event. But next week, the schedule should pretty much stay on track. I don't have a lot of other stuff going on. So my apologies. All right, so I'm gonna move all this out of the way. And yeah, I had a Girl Scout event. It was super cute. We had 140 girls running around as a glow party. We raised a lot of money for our Girl Scout community, so it was wonderful. So that's my 3rd full-time job. It's okay. I can do it. All right, so let's look at our beautiful ingredients for our superfood bowl. But first, I want to add some lemon juice to this. This is lemon, garlic, and salt. And we're not going to do a lot of liquid in here just because we have so many other things going on. And remember, we could do a lot of different flavors, but because it's a superfood bowl and you're going to have a lot of components, you want to keep all the components pretty balanced in flavor, meaning sort of what they, come out of the ground with. You don't want to do too much because the idea is that you're going to have some fancy or very sparkly flavored dressing that you're going to sort of pour all over that superfood bowl, and you want it to sort of all blend. So you don't want to have too much with all different flavors that compete with each other. You want everything to sort of blend. But look at this beautiful, I could just eat this. Look at this beautiful, yummy, look at that. So nice. This is lemon juice, garlic. Did I put a little garlic powder in this? Let's put a little garlic powder. I don't smell any yummy. And salt. We're done. So this is sort of our kitchen pharmacy class too, all in one, because it's superfood, so. All right, let's put this on a bowl so you can see what we're up to, and then we're gonna put all the components together, and then we're gonna create bowls with them. Oh, I know, with the avocado, come on, this is so wonderful. Look at this pretty salad. Just that alone. All right, are you ready to see our work? I'm gonna move our knives. Now the idea here with the superfood bowls is let's create some food that maybe, you have a nice bucket and you can bring it to work and you have a good lunch, and you have something that's healthy and delicious and filling that doesn't make you pass out in your chair at 3 o'clock every day, and you have something that's super healthy and satisfying, right? I will have to wait till you put out your recipes. Yes, they'll come out. I think am I pretty quick? I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm not. All right, so here, let me just wipe off the counter and we can start putting different bowls together. So the components of the bowls, and we'll add it onto this table here. Let me just put all this other stuff back here. The components to the bowls, I always like to have some easy little greens that I know it looks so pretty back here, doesn't it? I should probably just leave it right here. Let me see if I put this here, we can then look at it. So look, I went overboard, but I just wanted to give you the whole perspective, and then you guys can pick and choose what you love. So the whole idea is that we start with dressing. So we did our green goddess, it's in the fridge waiting, and then you have some type of grain. So right here we have our quinoa, we have a black bean salad and a chickpea salad, right? So that's your first piece. And then you go to, your proteins. So we have a grilled steak right here that we're gonna slice nice and thin. We have our salmon that really we could get 1, 2, 3 nice pieces, right? And then we have our beans and grains if we were gonna do something. Now you could grill a piece of tofu. You could do some tempeh, grilled marinated tempeh. You could do anything like that. And then we're gonna have a fried egg, or like we talked about, you could do a hard boiled egg, but I figured I'd fry an egg and lay it on top. I'll show you that. I know the chickpeas look so good. And then you have some veggies, right? We have some roasted delicata squash, we have roasted squash, we have gold beets, regular beets, we have some mushroom here, roasted, and then we have our portobello grilled and our lion's mane. And we have some more vegetable here. We have here, this would be our raw vegetable area, right? We have some shredded shredded red cabbage. And then we have this really yummy, like, there's burdock, there's avocado, tomato, and cucumber, which is sort of, it serves for our uncooked, right? You want to have something raw in there. And then here's some kale. He's a little tired because he's been out all day. And then we have radicchio, endive, and some really yummy different types of greens that are bitter, which I kind of dig. And then as toppings, let's move these over. I have some fig here, which is going to be delish. And then we have chia seed, pumpkin seed. We have ground flax seed. Well, we'll grind that, and some goji berry. So now the idea is that you put combinations together that you love. I know, right? So now what you want to do is, now you want to create combinations of bowls that you would eat that would be delicious, right? And if you have glass containers or a really good heavy duty plastic container, what you could do now is package all of those bowls and put them and set them up. And all of this food will last for like 5 days. It's sealed in an ice cold refrigerator. You could pull them out all week. Now, would I make all of this if you're one person? I don't think so. I think what I wanted to do was sort of give you an entire idea of what's possible, and then you decide how you want to make it. You'll be here in 30 minutes? I'm in, let's go. Now, what I thought was fun, and I brought this idea up now a million times, and you guys can steal it as long as you give me credit. But imagine if you had beautiful bowls and you created this for an event, like a bridal shower or a tea party or a book club, and you came up with all of these. And you don't have to be this fancy. You could do a little bit less, but you made a superfood bowl sort of luncheon. Wouldn't that be nice? I kind of want to do that. Instead of a salad bar, you have a superfood bowl bar. Chef, who's eating all that food? The ladies and gentlemen from work aren't at your home. So I will pack the stuff up for me, and I'll eat it till probably Tuesday. My mom is 86, and she lives by herself. And although she goes bowling and plays cards and does all of that stuff, she is a big, she's a foodie in a way, and sometimes she's a little too tired to cook because she's out busy doing her thing. So I give her the food, and I have a couple of friends in town that will totally appreciate this. So it gets eaten for sure. And then I'll bring some to work if they want to eat. But yeah, all right, so let's build some bowls. All right, I want to see, let me take you in here and see, we're going into my crazy pantry. Remember, no judging because it's a freaking mess. But I have bowls like this, or this size for me is wonderful. I also have all of these sort of containers laying around. I'm not a fan of them, but if that's what you have to work with, I even have this, which could kind of create a nice bowl-esque kind of thing. But this is all my crazy containers. Oh, this is everybody's closet, I hope, looks like this. All right, I think, here, these, I like these. These are super heavy duty, and they make good containers. I got these at the Container Store. And while they're heavy duty plastic, I kind of like them, but I won't put them in the dishwasher. So loose food's being shared. Oh, for sure. This does not get wasted. All right, so look, let's build them out of these. And then I have some of these. All right, you ready? Come on. Here's all my cookbooks. I let you into my crazy. See how much I love you guys? I let you into my crazy house. But I talked about this once before. It's kind of crazy when you see, can I come and organize your pantry? Yeah. I don't have time. Are all over TikTok also brought both plastic and glass? Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the plastic, but like this heavy duty stuff I like, but if it was in glass, I would like it better. I'm not a fan, but yeah. My husband wanted these, so I got them for him. But these are good now because we're gonna build bowls. So the last thing I want to do is slice that steak. So let's do that. Oh, our yams are done. Look how fast I have to tell you, this oven is awesome. Look. So now we have sweet potatoes too. And that goes delicious with your green goddess. All right, so what does a bowl look like? Let's build one and show you. So if you were gonna have it now, right? And I think, I guess I'll bring you guys over there. Quick, shut the door. All right. Oh, here, hold on. Let's cut the steak first. Am I making you guys dizzy? Let me cut the steak first. The mushrooms, then we'll cut the mushrooms. We'll slice the mushroom. And then we have our salmon, we can cut that. I think everything else is sort of ready. All right. So we're just gonna slice the steak nice and thin. I like it super thin because it's easy to eat. You don't want to have a knife. You want to kind of have it bite-sized. I mean, for me, I would like the steak a little rarer, but it's been sitting and I was cooking other stuff. And so really this is like an 8-minute steak, 4 and 4. So this is a little bit overcooked for me. I'd like to see it rare, but doesn't matter. We can still eat it. You're gonna have a nice dressing on it. But isn't that beautiful? And look at, when you think about this, I mean, this is an 8-ounce steak and look at all the meat that you have. I'm gonna keep the fat on there because people like that. Now, I am not a big fan of steak. I don't eat it. So I will build a steak bowl for my husband that he will eat, and it will be simple because he is not a fan of a lot of this food. But look at that. You know, and if you think about it, right, with all the food that you're gonna get on here in the bowl, I'm gonna tell you right now, you have 1, 2, you have like 4 things. I gotta take my 87-year-old mom to work. She hands out samples on Saturday. That's so cute, Katie. Are the yams ready? Yeah, they're done. Look. Isn't that beautiful? They're so pretty. So there you go. So look at that. I mean, you literally have 4 servings because remember, you're doing, yes, I hope she has a wonderful day for sure. You're doing, let me just, I'm washing my knife so I can, you're gonna have so much food and so many calories and so many nutrient dense things that you just want a little bit of everything. So you never want to have, you don't want to put an 8-ounce steak in a superfood bowl because you'll never eat it all. You just won't. So I'm gonna slice up this mushroom as well. And again, you have all this beautiful mushroom now. All right, so now let's create the bowl. What are we thinking? So the first thing is our dressing, which we have on the side, right? And then we're gonna, so look at this beautiful mushroom. Isn't that so pretty? Breakfast. Oh God, so good. Yeah, I'm not a meat eater. I'd rather have the mushroom. Thank you, she's my rock. Let me tell you, that's great that you're able to take her. I love that. Have a wonderful day. And this will be on shortly, I think. Okay, so a grain. Let's start with the grain. So today for me, the first thing that I would do, let's see, what do you guys want to mix? What are you thinking? You pick. Let's do something around the mushrooms first or the steak. I want to do the steak first. So watch this. I'm going to do sort of an Italian steak bowl, right? I'm going to add maybe 2 tablespoons of my chickpea. I'm going to add a few pieces of broccoli, right? And then I think I like, with the steak, I kind of like the roasted squash. So let's do some roasted squash. And you want to build it so the colors sort of blend together. And remember, you want a little bit of something raw, so we'll add this. We'll add our cucumber and salad, the cucumber and tomato salad. So we'll start here, right? And then I want to add to this, before we finish with the steak and our toppings, what I want to do is make a little bit of a salad bowl to do our greens. Do I have a salad bowl ready? No, let me grab one. So I'm surprised to see you on this morning. I know, Copper Queen, I'm just kind of working it all out. We were missing you. We were all saying, where is she today? Hello, Sunny Debs is here. We are making superfood bowls this morning. All right, so I'm gonna use a little bit of radicchio. And again, remember, when you cut things for superfood bowls, you want to think you're eating them sort of on the run. I need so much help with portobello mushrooms. They turn out slimy or rubbery. I mean, that's a portobello mushroom. It's very steak, and I don't grill it the whole way, so this has crunch to it. When you eat that, I can taste the crunch. It's so nice to see you. Yeah, it's a busy time of year for sure. So see, I'm doing a lot of bitter greens because I love that. I don't know why, but I feel like in a superfood bowl, to have the bitter greens is so nice. I think they add a lot of balance and good digestive aids to a superfood bowl. I'm full just from looking at all of this food. I know. Well, that's the fun of superfood bowls, right? They are so packed. Look at these beautiful microgreens. I love this. You could just put the microgreen right there. Look at that bowl. It's so fresh, right? So now we have this. And I'm going to add a little bit of arugula to this. But to me, look at this beautiful salad. It's so pretty. All right, so we have that. I'm going to add a little bit of arugula to that bowl. Yeah, we're making superfood bowls today, Copper Queen. And I have all of these ingredients. I'll take you through it so you see what we're up to. We've been working since 9:30 and 9:35, something like that. Look at this. So this is a perfect salad to add to your superfood bowl. So let me show you. So we grilled some steak right here. It's a little overcooked for me, but I was, how I am. I'm not watching timers. This is grilled portobello. We grilled some lion mane mushroom. This is jewel yams. We have a piece of salmon. We have our grain of quinoa. We have 2 kinds of bean salads, black bean and chickpea. We have some raw vegetable. We have this avocado and cucumber with some burdock root and tomato, and some blanched broccoli. And then we have some roasteds. We have a roasted delicata squash. That's just plain shredded cabbage. We have some kale. And then we have mushrooms, gold beets, red beets, and butternut squash. And this is how we're building our bowls. So what I was saying to everyone is, I just wanted to show you a mix of superfoods. This is my kind of setup. My kind of setup. It is. It's beautiful. So now, okay, so you have your grain or bean, right, which is the chickpea. And then we didn't put our protein yet in, but we put in our vegetable. We have some broccoli. So you want to have a raw vegetable. We have 2. And then we have a roasted. We have our butternut squash. And then we have some greens. Now we're going to put our protein. So you could put mushroom. You could put some steak. Any of that. Right? So I think for this one, I want to show you. I really am not a steak eater, but let's do both. Let's do our steak, sort of in the center. And then we could put a little bit of mushroom on top. And then for this, I think I'd like to grind some flaxseed because you know how much I love that. It gives a nutty flavor. Let me just hook that up. Get hooked up. Where did I put this? Yeah, I had a Girl Scout event that I forgot about. It messed me up. And I would not, if I had gone on Thursday night, I would not have gotten done. It was just too much. But that's okay. I'll make it up to you. So now you have all of this yummy, look. Now we can just sprinkle some of this ground flax. And then for this one, you could use our green goddess dressing that we made, or you could put, it's really up to you guys. It's up to what you want to make. Okay, I thought I missed them because I'm not getting notifications. Thanks. No, it's my fault. I own it. I thought I could pull it off and I forgot. So here's a beautiful bowl. But can you imagine taking something like this to work? I totally get it. But again, it's everything that you guys want to eat. And then I would have a little dressing container and, kind of put your dressing on top. This is a vegan green goddess. You could make a beautiful balsamic vinaigrette, which I have over here. This is actually balsamic reduction. And I would use this with some olive oil, garlic, and salt. And that we could make like a burrata bowl with. And that's beautiful. We could do a bean thing. I'll show you in a minute. So this would be one bowl. I would probably use a lemon vinaigrette on this. I don't think I would use this heavy dressing. I would use that dressing on something more vegan. Renee, okay, I thought I missed. Okay, no, you're fine. No worries. It's just I don't want to miss you guys either. No meat, all mushroom. Okay, yeah, we could do that. So isn't that beautiful though? It's so nice. So that's one bowl. So let's look at, where can we put this? I'm running out of room. Who knew? All right, I'll put this over here. Oh, I got it. I'll put it here. Let me put these away because we don't need them. And I was saying to the girls, for anybody that's just joining us, I was thinking as I was doing this, so the vinaigrette on the bowl, this one is a vegan green goddess dressing. Thank you for all the love, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this, so what I was saying to the girls before is, wouldn't it be nice to do sort of like, you know how you do like a salad bar? Instead of doing a salad bar, do this and make it a superfood bowl. I think that would be awesome. All right, so now, what if we did sort of like a burrata salad? So we have our greens, right? I would use roasted pepper for this, but I don't have it. Okay, please, let's put the dressings. I promise you, I promise. So, Kath, I just asked everybody today, I need you guys to email me, Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com. I need your email, and I would like you to connect your TikTok with your email so that I can send all the subscribers the recipes that belong just to them. And then these will go, I have every recipe now should be up. If I'm missing something, let me know. But every recipe that we've done to this date, I'm almost positive is up. If it's not, you got to let me know what I missed. But for subscribers, I need you guys to email me your emails because I want to give you your, I have all the recipes from Sunday night. And as people ask for them, hi, Finding My Wings. Please, all my subscribers, email Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com. Email me your email address, connect it with your name, Finding My Wings, say, this is Finding My Wings, here's my email, and I will send you all of the subscriber class recipes. And there's a bunch of them, and they're ready. So I want you to get them. Can I email you on TikTok? I have no idea. I guess you could private DM me. I check those. I pretty much answer everybody all the time. So it takes me a little longer to scroll through. But yes, if you do that, we're all good. When you say the recipes are up, where would that be? Dizzy Broad, that's my issue. I think you got them finally, right? But the recipes for these public classes are on the Book a Face. The subscriber ones I have to email because there's no other way for me to do it. That you get them exclusively. So you have to email me. And I think you and I did that already. New York Gal, they're on YouTube, right? Not the recipes. The videos are, but those are taking some time. I had to hire someone to cut them into 20-minute videos to easily upload them. So those are coming. But I have to wait till I don't have the time to edit them myself. So I had to hire someone, so I'm waiting for them to come. That's what I mean. Send you my email address privately on TikTok. Yes, you could do that. I think you just DM me. And the video's right. Does that make sense? Am I clear with that? I hope. All right, so now I want to make, I don't know why, but I really want to make the burrata one. So now I'm going to add chickpea to this. I have my greens here, right? And then with the burrata, I'm thinking maybe some broccoli. I'd like to have roasted red pepper, but of course I don't have that here. So then, oh, and I think some mushroom would go really nice. Why not, Chef? You didn't want a fourth full-time job. I know. Listen, I made the best effort. I bought every stupid app to try and cut the videos, and my head was exploding. That's what's taking me so long. I can't manage it. So I just found somebody that does it. It's just so much easier. All right, so now, again, because you're going to eat this probably at work, I'm going to do this. And then roasted red pepper, which I don't have. You could even put a little Kalamata olives in this. I'll have this. And then, ooh, let's put some portobello mushroom. This is for people who will eat dairy. If you won't eat dairy, don't put it in. Don't worry about it. Oh, I forgot to put this on my bowl over here. Look, on this bowl. Where is the magnesium on your storefront? It's on my Kitchen Essentials page on my website, theorganicfoodmovement.com. I tried to put it all same. I couldn't find it on the TikTok storefront. Thank you, Marianne. Okay, look. Isn't that pretty? That's our first one. And then look. Can you imagine bringing this to work? Here's a little fig, so you get your raw. And you want to cut everything so it's easy to eat. You don't want to have to cut things with a knife. Oh, come on. Look at this beautiful. Look. Another food bowl. And then you could, if you don't want to use, you could use olive oil for this. But I'm good with that. But you could also, if you don't want to have extra fat, you don't have to use the olive oil. You could just use a balsamic glaze. I'm going to do a little bit of both because I want to add a little, remember, we don't have a lot of flavors in here. So I'm going to add a little oil. But what I like about balsamic glaze is it has a sweet flavor and it's so pretty. I know, it's so pretty, right? And I'm going to add a little bit of, we're going to mix this up. Now, look how pretty. I will most likely eat this one today, or my mom is coming later. She'll love this. But look, with the figs and on the broccoli, come on. And on your mushrooms. It smells so good. Look how pretty, right? Look at your superfoods. I mean, you don't need to eat a sandwich. Coming through the phone. Hello, Jeffrey Smith. Up, they jump too fast. They don't know how fun we're having. So much fun. So look, and even this one, you could, this is for me a great dressing on this one too. Right? With the butternut squash. Oy, oy, oy. I mean, to me, this is a proper way to eat a meal. We don't need bread. I know you want to reach through the screen, right, Kath? You don't need bread. I mean, would it be nice to have like some crunchy French bread or like an Italian baguette to eat with this? Of course, but you don't need, you know what? I will say to you guys again and again and again and again, when you start to eat whole foods like this, the bread falls off because you will be hard pressed to get through this bowl. There's so much nutrients in here that you'd just be like, oh my God, I'm so full, but it's so delicious and I want to keep eating. It's not, oh, I'm not satisfied yet, so I'm going to just keep shoving crap in my mouth. It's a different perspective. And then this, look at this. If you had pine nuts right on top, or, oh, look at this. I have something delish. Is this it? Look, roasted pistachio. Okay, that one I won't eat because it's got meat in it. And I don't know why I'm just not a steak person, but this I will eat. Pine nuts are really good. They're like a macadamia nut. They're very oily, high in fat, but they're delicious. When we do our Middle Eastern class, I'm going to show you how to use pine nuts. You're going to lose your mind. They're so good. I know, but look at this prettiness. I mean, could you imagine taking this to lunch at work and you just sit down and you just start eating this and people are like, where'd you get that? You could probably, I bet, you could bring 4 of these to work, sit down and eat them. And then when somebody goes, where'd you get that? Say, oh, I have another one. You want one? It's like $6. And then you pay for your food. I mean, we sell a bowl like this in our shop. I'm going to say close to $16. But every ingredient you see here today cost me a total of $110. And I have so much left over that I'm just going to be making these all day and give them out to my friends. $10, not $6. I would charge $15, but whatever. Give them away. Get people interested and just start selling them. But isn't that beautiful? What was the question you guys asked me? I love pistachio. What fruit? Oh, it's a fig. Organic figs. And I just made a quick sort of, this is me deglazing. This is, I made this. This is a balsamic reduction, which for me is really delicious. But if you don't have that, find this in the store. If you can't find it, I will post it. Come on, baby, where is it? Oh my God, how do I not have any left? Oh, it's out. Here you go. You can buy this. It's a little pricey, but unbelievable. It's a Grand Reserve 25-star balsamic vinegar from the Napa Valley. It's called Napa Valley Naturals. You get it in the health food store. I know, for $16, how would you not? A recipe for the dark sauce. Okay, the balsamic glaze. I will add that. It's not hard to do, but you have to watch it, and you need a good fan in your house because the vinegar can get, can make you cough because you're reducing it by half. But isn't that beautiful? This is a really good. I'll put this on my kitchen essentials page so that you can find it. But see, I take my reduction, I add, I'll show you one more time because we'll probably use it 100 times today. I add a little olive oil and a little salt and garlic powder. And this makes so delicious. I found it, thanks. All right, awesome. All right, so this is another one. Look, we haven't even scratched the surface. These are my Christmas presents today. I'm gonna just give them away today. Look at that. And this is a great little dressing. Easy, right? And the flavor in this is so power-packed. All right, let's build a salmon one. I wanna show you the green goddess. Now the salmon one is really pretty. Where can we put this? We'll put this over here. Now for a salmon bowl, again, you do not need all of this salmon for one bowl. You only need a piece because you see all of the flavors and all of the food. It's too nutrient dense to add this giant piece of salmon on. So when you make it, if you decide salmon bowls are your bowl for the week, you really just need like, a piece of, and this is an 8-ounce piece of salmon. So this is all you need. This is it. That's even a lot. It's hard pressed to be able to eat. It's so good. This is Wester raw salmon. It's a sustainably biologique certified salmon from Scotland. All right, so watch this bowl. We are going to use this, and I'm gonna add some quinoa to this because you get more protein, right? I want to do some quinoa. Not a lot, right? You just need like a 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna add let's add our greens. And remember, these are a nice bitter green. See, if you have them on your shopping list, but remember, this stuff grows. So where I spent $109, look at all this food and when am I gonna eat it all? So now I'm gonna add some raw cabbage to this. And then I will add, I think I'm gonna add this black bean. I'm gonna just mix it. And I'm gonna put it over my quinoa. And then we're gonna do some butternut squash. Remember, you don't need a lot. And then I'm gonna do some beets and some yam. Again, you don't need a lot. And then we're gonna add a little roasted delicata. Oh my God, look. And then we're gonna add a little piece of our salmon. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And then I'm gonna add my drizzle of ground flax. And for this one, I'm gonna add a little pumpkin seed. Ooh, we'll do the fried, you wanna put a fried egg on this one? I could do that. Hold on, let me go get my pan. I'll take you with me to my mess. I'm gonna hide you in my mess. This is my Le Creuset crepe pan, and I'll fry an egg on it. But I have to tell you, I mean, Le Creuset, once a year they do a 40% off one item, and once a year I buy a pan. So I'm waiting for my email, and then I'm gonna buy the pan. I'm gonna buy my next piece, but I have a few good Le Creusets that I love. I've been roasting a delicata squash every week. I snack on it as well. See? It's so cool. All right, so we're gonna fry one egg. I'm gonna add a little bit of coconut oil to the pan for frying. But you see how much food and how much nutrients you're getting in one bowl. It's ridiculous. And then you take this to eat for lunch. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. I don't think. All right, we're gonna let that bad boy fry. I'm gonna put just a tad of salt. And then when he's finished, we'll put him on there. All right, so let's see. I have a whole Ziploc bag of frozen pumpkin seeds I have to make. Oh, sounds like you have a plan today. What is my coconut oil? Why? Oh, you have the good kind of the coconut oil I'm using. It should be solid. It should be solid. The one that I'm using today, I was just showing you. It's a liquid coconut oil from Nativa. I like this when I want to use coconut oil for like roasting vegetables. I love this product. It's super clean and it's lighter in flavor. So you don't have that heavy coconut flavor where you can roast vegetables in it or bake with it. I like it. It's just another oil. And that's what I have out. So look at this beautiful egg. I mean, seriously. That's gonna go on top of our salmon bowl. And I think, what if we put a beautiful piece of lion's mane mushroom in here too. I mean, the superfood in here is unbelievable. And then for this one, I would use my green goddess dressing. I'm not gonna put it on this because I have to wait, but I would use green goddess all over this and just chow down. I'm gonna give this one to my mama, because she's gonna love it. It's rich and decadent and loving and good and healthy. And I have to tell you, I mean, you guys, because when I come home at night, it's just me and my husband now. My daughter's away. And now that I'm doing this and I have all these dinners, I can make him steak and potatoes and he's all happy. And then I can sit down with this and eat it. I'm like thrilled when I come home at night and find all these yummy foods that I made during a cooking class. I'm like, yippee! All right, here we go. I like an egg like this. I love my egg like that. I'm gonna let it sit just another tad longer. I'm gonna put a top on here. Oh, did I crack it? I'm just putting a little top on here. Wah! There you go. You guys are so cute. Sunny side up. Look at that, beautiful. That's beautiful. With the green goddess dressing. Oh my God. I want to put it on here and check. I mean, look, the combinations are absolutely endless. Should we make one more? How pretty. I mean, you could sit here. I mean, I know, great save, right? But isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty. I mean, I know really having these meals prepped is so good for me because when I come home sometimes at night, I'm just like, I don't want to do anything, you know? I mean, I have to eat all day at work because I'm tasting and testing. So sometimes I'm not that hungry when I come home. But to have something nutritious is so wonderful for a chef. Woo. All right. Do you want to make another bowl? I mean, look at all the ingredients we have left. So the idea, I mean, there is a lot of ingredients. We made 3 beautiful bowls so far. Can you see them? But we still have our lion's mane. We have 2 cups of quinoa. We have all of this bean salad and broccoli. I mean, there is a ton of food left. We could probably wind up making 10 bowls today. And every one of them a different combination. Oh yes, I made the green goddess with avocado. There's no mayo in here. There's no sour cream. It's lime juice, cilantro, basil, parsley, a little bit of water to thin it out because I use that skinny little blender that I have. And that's really it. Some salt and fresh garlic. I could sit here and eat this all day long. I used 2 avocados. Did I? I think I used 1.5, something like that. But you'll have the recipes. You're going to get it. But look, you have enough. I mean, there's enough food here to keep going and keep making, beautiful, beautiful bowls. So let's see. Let's finish up the mushroom. So we'll put our greens in here. And again, I love bitter greens, but if you don't love bitter greens, don't. Avocado, garlic, lime, cilantro, basil, parsley, water to thin, and salt to taste. Look at you, Renee. I love you so much. I'm going to send you a private message on here with my email. Please do. And tell me your name with your email. So, I'm not butchering all the names that are on there. It makes it easy for me. But this is now here, right? So now we'll go and I want to put, if we're going to do a mushroom bowl. Are you guys good? Hold on. Let me fix you. So then I'm partial to the chickpea salad. And I like to have things in different places just so that I can mix them up at my will. And then I'm going to add a little of the butternut squash because I love butternut squash. And then because we said we're going to do mushrooms, I'm going to put some of the roasted mushroom. We'll put some roasted beet. We'll add a couple of discs of the yams. Look how pretty so far. And then in this corner, I'll do a little raw salad right here of our burdock and tomato, cucumber. Okay, now let's put a beautiful piece of lion's mane in the middle, sort of center stage. Now, you could add a hard-boiled egg to this, a fried egg. I just sent you my information on TikTok whenever you get a chance. Yep. And now you're a subscriber too. Okay, what would make the most protein-packed vegan Super Bowl? What I would add to this is some tempeh. Grilled tempeh bacon strips, the smoked bacon with the mushroom, and you're good. And then we'll add some nuts to this, and you're going to be in heaven. I'm going to add a little bit of the red cabbage. And then I'm going to finish up our mushroom, our portobello, right? And then I'm going to add some of this delicata squash. You're not going to get through this bowl. You won't be able to get through it. It's so nutrient dense. Yeah, tempeh bacon on this would be just crush it. For sure. What I would do with that tempeh bacon is sear it, and I would either crumble it all over, sort of with our ground flax. This is totally 2 meals. There's no way you're getting through this bowl. I don't care how super hungry you are. It's so nutrient dense. It's almost, I can't imagine getting through this. And then I have some, cashews, which have not made a big showing in my kitchen with you guys, but I love cashews. There's a farm here in New York called Tierra Farms, and what they do with nuts and dried fruits are fabulous. And then look. Oh my God. With this green goddess dressing, you're fried. How do you cook lion's mane and how do you use them? Well, these are lion's mane right here. I just grilled them. I did a little salt and garlic and put them on the grill, which you'll see in this video. This video will get posted to YouTube because it's not a subscriber video. But look at that. And then you're going to pour this. I don't want to do it because I'm going to save it. But you pour this all over. I mean, this is probably two-thirds of a pound of food. And it's just packed with nutrients. It is 2 meals. Good morning. Thank you so much, Granny T. T2. Okay, I'll look at it and check it out. Yeah. So, I mean, that's amazing. I honestly, Kath, if you have a grill, and I'm going to put this on my thing today, I got a lot to do. I got to set you guys up for the holiday. But this Le Creuset grill, it's a couple $100. But I'm telling you, I probably use this 4 times a week, easy. And I grilled my mushrooms on here and my steak. It's easy to clean. It's just a great piece of equipment. And, you know, it works fabulous. Chef, I'm dying here for that bowl. How am I going to get this food to you guys? I mean, look at that bowl. Okay, so look. I mean... come on. The combinations are endless. Look at what we did today. And it's 12 o'clock. I mean, how long? So 9:35, 10:35, 11:30, 2.5 hours. And really, I've been talking a lot of time, and you don't really need to make all of these ingredients at once. First of all, you can't because you'll waste your money and you'll run out. So what you have to do is pick, this is how you do it. So I'll write something up for you, but this is what I did my notes so that you could see, right? A good superfood bowl has 2, 4, 5 components, right? It has something, a dressing. It has a grain, and I'm including in the grain beans and grains, right? Quinoa, chickpea, blah, 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 blah. And then a protein, salmon, steak, duck, grilled chicken. I mean, I don't do a lot of chicken with you guys because all we do is eat chicken. I know we're all dying. Like, I want to get off and just start eating all these bowls. And then a veggie, a cooked veg, a raw veg, and then toppings. Nuts, seeds, ground flax. I mean, it's just ROFL. What does that mean? I know it means something, but I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm so excited. I'm so glad you love this. Look, we have 40,000 likes. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. And we shared and shared and shared and shared. But I think it's I have to find the sweet spot of cooking classes so we get more people rolling on the floor laughing. I love that. But aren't they beautiful? I mean, you can't buy all these ingredients at once because I want you to see what's left over here. And I promise you I will use everything that's here. But look, I mean, I have can you guys see that? I have all of these ingredients here. I have some more lion's mane. I have these beans. Like, I'm going to invite my mama over, and I have a couple girlfriends that are going to die to eat this food. But look how pretty. I mean, on a Sunday morning, and it won't take you 2 hours. I would say it will take you an hour, right? Pick one of the bean salads, one of this, one of that, one of that, and make like 3 or 4 bowls for the week and have one, Monday, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday night for dinner and just eat them. You can get lion's mane at your stores. I'm moving. I know. And this lion's mane is actually grown in the Hudson Valley, the one that I got. It's so good. You guys have to seek out a really good place. And every single ingredient that I used in these salads today, with the exception of the burrata, is certified organic. Every ingredient. What was the email? Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com. Marianne, send me your email so that I can get you the sub-only recipes. That's it. Mention that your TikTok username. I want to make sure you're actually a subscriber. I know most of your TikTok names, but I don't know your actual names, so you got to give me both. And then you will start getting a flood of the sub recipes. But look at this. It's so delicious. Now, if you want to make, when I do this, I'm going to also give you a lemon vinaigrette because I think that also, mine's just Marina. Okay, perfect. Easy. I love it. So that's it. These are the superfood bowls. It's so yummy. I wish you guys were here so that you could just take one home. I wish you guys were sitting in my kitchen and I could just be like, all right, let's sit down now, yap about food, and we could eat all of our bowls. But I have to tell you, if you have a book club, if you have like one of those like progressive dinners that you do, if you are planning a baby shower, a bridal shower, I don't know, a luncheon with your girlfriends, how cool is it? This is my new trend. I can't believe I'm talking about this. Does your husband cook sometimes? When we first had our daughter, I taught him 10 different meals that he could cook. Simple meals. Barbecued chicken, corn and tater tots, mashed potatoes, and baked flounder, like simple stuff like that. Grilled steak and mashed potatoes, and broccoli or green beans. So he had a combination because we were both working and raising our daughter, and he would come home and he would make a meal like that. But can he do this? No. That's not his thing. He won't eat this. He won't look at it. Not at all. I know, right? Nutritional food. I mean, it is really easy, Renee. We just got lost along the way. And you know what? Our they that guides us doesn't teach this. I think they'd rather keep us sick and fat. I just think that. So now we have these beautiful bowls. Oh my God. You can't even sneak it in. No, I can't even sneak it in. He is not that guy. He wants nothing to do with, I mean, he'll eat some stuff. He'll eat some things, but not really. Not really. I mean, he'll eat the steak, and then I'll make him like the delicata squash, and he'll eat that. Yeah, Marianne, I think they make money, us being sick. That's all. And we're not going to let that happen anymore. This is what we do. I mean, there's no way that you can get sick eating this food. You just can't. I don't believe that you can. This is how we heal. Just like this. And when you eat a bowl like this, like you said, Renee, I mean, these are 2 meals. We're not even finished. There's no possible way to get all this food in. So when you eat this, it's like what I was saying before, make that millet and quinoa porridge for breakfast. And then have one of these nutrition bowls for lunch. My hubby only eats green beans and corn, meats, potatoes. Plain. Yeah, I'm with you. My husband got sick. He had a end-stage non-Hodgkin's lymphoma when he was diagnosed. And he did both routes. He did he worked with a naturopathic, and he did chemo. And he's alive and cancer-free for, I think he's in his 11th year, but that was the only time I got him to eat halfway like that. He couldn't do all of this, but I got him juicing. I found a juice that he liked and all of those things. And thank you for the love. And we got him healed, and he doesn't drink soda anymore. Like, he's much better. He's so much better in what he chooses to eat. No soda, no fast food like that. But it's still this way. Cece, I have 2 recommendations. I want to get all that up so that you guys can pass it along for Christmas gifts this year. There's 2 kinds I like, and I just ordered myself one one of those the cold press ones. I'm actually interested in seeing how they work because I want to be able to recommend it, but I can't recommend it till I try it myself. But I have the Breville juicer on my kitchen essentials page, the one that I have that I really like. It's easy to clean. It's easy to clean and, oh, hello dogs. My puppies are down. Hi buddies. Oh, they're eating the stuff that fell on the floor that I haven't cleaned up yet. They've got mushrooms and squash. I need more kitchen storage, no place to put these amazing tools. I know. I got the AB juicer and I love it. All right, awesome. Yeah, you got to find tools that you love. I'm simply giving you, especially with organic food, Nama, I think it's called. I'll look at that. Puppers, cleanup crew. Yes, they're all down here. You want to see my dogs? And then I'm going. Come here, Jackson. Jackson, come here, buddy. He ran away. Come here, Jackson. Oh, and here's this little guy. That's Loki. He's my little runt. And then he has a twin brother named Thor. Stop it. Do you want to go outside? All right. Hold on, we got to take the dog outside. He's losing his mind. Hi, buddies. All right, come on. Here you go. Go. I bought a really good juicer also, so it's easy and great. Yeah, I mean, a good juicer is really, I mean, there's essential tools. I'm not a gadget person, but I do have, you know, a KitchenAid. I do have a juicer. I love this little hand blender that we were using earlier today, that tall, thin one. The big dog says I'm not going on camera. Yeah, he like his dad. My husband's like, no, I don't want that. What are you eating? Here, you want to meet everybody? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, come here, little guy. Here. This is Loki, and this is his brother Thor. Hello, buddies. All right, those are my puppies. All right, so there you go. We are ready. Did you guys have a good time? I know they're so cute, Renee. They're such good boys. Well, if you ask my husband, he can't. He's ready to throw them all away. But they're great. Oh my goodness, I can't wait with that cuteness. I know they're just too much. Hi, buddies. All right, so Superfood bowls. You got it? So easy. I'm going to take pictures of these and I'll give you, what I'm going to do is give you the recipes of each ingredient that I used so that you can mix and match yourself. Doesn't that sound good? I think that's the right way to do it. I'm 4 weeks in, Joanna Gray, an organic only, no dairy, grain, fruit, or added sugar for 90 days, feeling great. I mean, are you eating, if you're not eating grains, I hope that you're eating some beans, right? Like you're getting some carbs for fuel. Are you one of those people that has that issue? I always worry about that. I'm watching my dogs get into mischief. Thank you for today. I'm sorry I missed you guys the last couple of days. I am hoping that does not happen again. I wanted to be here for you. I have a lot of things to get to for you. Oh, wait, I got some messages. Okay, here. Had a great time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good time with your mama. Yes, she's gonna be very happy to get all this food tonight. I wish you all fun. Tomorrow morning, potatoes and beans. Okay, vegetables. Okay, just no grain. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's great. Yeah, whatever works for you. That's what works. I'm going to give you each ingredient that we cooked today and a little mini recipe, and then you can pick and choose. But I want you to see how much it blew up and how much food you have, so that you're not going to be able to do all of this unless you have a family coming to eat all of this. Joanna Gray, are you following Christy? Keep a journal, what you are seeing change, your energy, etc. Yeah, that always helps for sure. For sure. All right, so tomorrow morning, I'm going to do 3 appetizers for the holiday. I'm going to make a savory bite with some roasted butternut squash. I know the bowls are beautiful, right? Nice to meet you all. Thank you for following us. We're going to have a really good time here. We are going to... We are going to do that. I'm going to do some crostini toppings for you and maybe one other thing. so that you have some cool appetizers for your table for the holiday. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with me. Oh, what am I going to do without you for the rest of the day? Renee, can you tell me, I tried to DM you, Renee, but I have no access because when you join the group, it doesn't really let me see a personal page. So can you connect with me? I have some things I want to ask you. Same with your New York gal. I connect with Katie, and Sunny Deb's the same. Gypsy Woman subscribed. Welcome. We have 54 out of 100. I want to get to 100 subscribers. I don't know why. I just figured that's a fun goal. But when we Monday night subscriber night, and then great. Have a lovely rest of your day, Sunny Debs. It's so nice to see everybody. We have to build our community. Great. Have a lovely rest of your day, Sunny Debs. It's so nice to see everybody. We have to build our community. I'm so excited. Have a wonderful day. Go make some superfood bowls, and I will get these recipes out shortly. Okay, great. Thank you. Sunny Debs, connect me that I know it's you. Because is Sunny Debs the same name? That kind of stuff. I'll see you guys all in the morning. So excited, and thank you, my hubbies, and we need this. Welcome, Gypsy Woman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do me a favor one more time. Thank you for finding my wings. One more time. If you guys are a subscriber, email the Chef Liz at theorganicfoodmovement.com and give me your email. Attach your TikTok name with your email so I know who you are, and I will get you the recipes for the subscriber only class. I will see you guys all soon. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day. Enjoy your day.